Science Academy, the science provider of the nation.
Okay, let's come to 11th question. 11th question. Okay, they have given a sum like this. They said by use the factor knowledge. That means you should factorize it and do. So I am coming to this. They are given 96 into 104 plus 4 squared. So they have said use factorize. They are saying to using factorize you should do this. Right, okay, I am going to factorize inside this number. You can take it separate and you can do, or you can do using this square root. With that square root you can do. So here if you need to factorize that means you should get a common number. So here they have given, here you have a plus. That means addition. Okay, after the addition there is 4 to the power 2. So if you have 4 to the power 2 this side, then you can take common. So I am going to make that. So 96, how can I write? 16 into 24 is 96 into 104 plus 4 to the power 2. Sorry. You see, 96, 4 into 24. 4 into 24 is 96 into this one I can write 4 into 26. Here 96 I can write 4 into 24 like that. 104 I can write 4 into 26. Or you can write 16 into 6 is 96 into 104. Just you can keep it. So both the answers are correct, and I'm taking this one. Okay, so the remaining is plus 4 to the power 2. Now 4 into 4 you can write 4 to the power 2 into 24 into 26 plus 4 squared. Now you can factorize. Here see, in before this addition you have 4 to the power 2. After the addition also you have 4 to the power 2. So if I take 4 to the power 2 as common, here the remaining is 24 into 26 plus here remaining. If you take 4 to the power 2, what is remaining? There is nothing is there, so that means there is 1. So square root is there. Now 4 to the power 2, if you multiply this, you will get 624 plus 1. Now 624 plus 1 is 625. So I can write 4 to the power 2 into 625. 625 means you can write it how? 625 you can write 25 to the power 2. 25 to the power 2 is how much? 625. Now you have factorized this. Now you have come to this part. So if they are asking square root, so if they ask square root, you should give the half of the power. Each and every one you should give half of the power. So in this there is 4 to the power 2. If you need to remove the square root, it will become 4 to the power 1. Into here 25 to the power 2. If you need to remove the square root, it will become as 25 to the power 1. So 4 into 25 is how much? 100 is the answer. So this is your 11th question. Okay. Let's come to 12th question. If you come to 12th question, they are given a binary. You should convert into decimal, right? So they are given 11000 base is 2. Okay, you see in this the first one is 2 to the power 0, second one 2 to the power 1, third one 2 to the power 2, fourth one 2 to the power 3, fifth one 2 to the power 4, and sixth one is 2 to the power 5. Okay, so I am writing this. It will be, I am expanding this. So how can you write? 1 into 2 to the power 5 plus 1 into 2 to the power 4 plus 0 into 2 to the power 3 plus 0 into 2 to the power 2 plus 0 into 2 to the power 1 plus 1 into 2 to the power 0. Okay, so 2 to the power 5 is 32. 1 into 32. 2 to the power 5 means not 2 into 5. 2 should multiply 5 times. That means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, so most of the students will take like this. 2 to the power 5 means 2 into 5, 10. So that is wrong. Okay, so 2 to the power 5 means 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 8, 8 into 2 16, 16 into 2 is 32. So 1 into 32 plus 1 into 2 to the power 4 is 16, not 8, it should be 16. Okay, here 0 into something else. 0 multiplied by any number, anything is how much? 0. So 0 into something else is 0. 0 into something else 0. 0 into something 0 plus 1 into 2 to the power 0 is 1. Any number or any algebraic term or anything, if the power is 0, that means what? The value is 1. So 1 into 1. Now 1 into 32 is 32 plus 16. For these all I can put 0 plus 1 into 1 is 1. So if you add this, 32 plus 16 is 48. 48 plus 1 is 49. So what is the answer? 49. Yeah. So let's come to the 13th question. Let's come to the 13th question. They have given expand. They have given expand x plus 1 over x to the power 2. In this, there are two methods to do this. One is, here they have given power 2. Power 2 means you should multiply this by this. So x plus 1 over x times x plus 1 over x. So I am doing the first method. It's not the easiest method. There is another easiest method. Okay, so first one. So how to remove this bracket? This one you should multiply with this one, and this one this one. So I am multiplying x with x plus 1 over x. This x I multiply this all. Now I am multiplying this plus 1 over x. I should multiply by x plus 1 over x. So now x into x is x squared plus this one x into 1 over x. I am just keeping that plus this one 1 over x into x plus 1 over x into 1 over x is 1 over x to the power 2. So here x squared plus this one is a numerator and this one is a denominator. So you can chop x and x. If you come to this one, you can chop. So what is remaining here? 1. Here 1 plus here if you remove the bracket 1 to the power 2 is 1. X to the power 2 is x squared. Now these two are numbers. So the final answer x squared plus 2 plus 1 over x squared. So this is the answer of 13th question. So let's come to 14th question. Let's come to 14th question. They are given if a vendor buys a wall clock for 2,300 and sells it for 2,530. So what is the cost price in this? Cost price is 2,300 and he is selling this. So selling price 2,530. So just tell me, if he buy it for 2,300 and if we sell it for 2,530, so is it a profit or loss? It should be profit. So profit is how much? Profit is 2,530 minus 2,300. So the answer is 2,230 rupees. This is profit, but they are asking profit percentage. So what is the equation for profit percentage? Profit over cost price into 100. Profit into cost price into 100. So here profit is 230, cost price is 2,300 into 100. I am chopping this 0 with this 0, this one to this one. 230 and 23, if you chop, you will get 10. So the answer is 10%. So this is the answer of 14th question. Like they are given, write 161 as binary number. So they are asking 161 in binary number. So how to convert this into binary number? You should divide it by 2. So 161, if you divide by 2, 1 there is no 2. That means 16. How many 2s are there? 8. 1 there is no 2. So 80. What is remaining? 1. Divide this by 2, you get 40 remaining 0. Divide this by 2, you get 20 remaining 0. Divide by 2, 10 remaining 0. Divide by 2, 5 remaining 0. Divide by 2, in 5 there is only 2 2's, but 1 remaining. Again divide by 2, you get 1 remaining 0. Now you can write, you should write this in from down. Okay, so then what is the answer? 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. The base is must. For decimal number, base is not must, but if you write in binary number, the base is must. So the base is 2. So this is the final answer for 15. Let's come to 16th question. In 16th question also they have given factorizing. X plus 1 whole thing to the power 2 minus 4. I have said you, if it is like this, x to the power 2 minus y to the power 2, how can you write x minus y x plus y? So I am going to do like this. Okay, this one also I am going to do like this. This one, x plus 1 to the power 2 minus 4, how can you write 2 to the power 2? So this one is think it like x and think this like y. So this one to the power 2 minus this one to the power 2. That means this one plus 2, this one minus 2. Okay, so here x 1 plus 1 plus 2 3, then x plus 3. Here x plus 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, but here 1 minus 2 is minus 1, then x minus 1. This is the answer of 16th question. Okay, let's come to 17th question. Let's come to 17th question. 17th question, they have given x plus 4 into x minus 3 is equal to x squared plus x plus something. So you should find that C. So just remove the bracket. X, this stuff, if you remove the bracket, this one x you should multiply with this, and plus 4 you should multiply by this. So x multiplied by x minus 3 plus 4 multiply this by x minus 3. Now x into x is x squared, x into minus 3 minus 3x, 4 into x 4x, 4 into minus 3 minus 12. Now x squared plus minus 3 plus 4, that means plus x minus 12. So here you can see plus c is equal to what? Minus 12. They are asking c, then c is equal to what? Minus 12. So the value of c is how much? Minus 12. You should give this with its symbol. Okay. So let's go to the 18th part. 18th question. 18th question. 18th question. Write 7m squared plus 21m cube, the product of two factors. That means they are saying you to factorize this. The one word they are using several times like this. Okay, so factorizing they are using here. They have said you the product of two factors. So that means factorizing. So I am meaning that 7m squared n squared plus 21 m cube. So in numbers there are 7 and 21. 7 and 21 what is common? 7 is common. If you come to algebraic term, here m squared, here m cube, then what is common? M to the power 2. Here m squared there is nothing, so only take m. Now if you take 7m squared, what is remaining here? M squared. The symbol is plus. From 21 if you take 7, the remaining is 3. From m cube, if you take m squared, the remaining is m. Only one m. So this is what they ask. So this one is one thing, and this one is one. So that's why they are asking. They are asking what? The product of two factors. Then how can you write 7m squared into m squared plus 3m like this, or you can write 7 into m squared plus 3m. Both are correct. So if you get this answer, it is okay. So let's come to the 19th question. Let's come to 19th question. Okay, in 19th question, this one you have to construct something. That means they have given like this. in this figure. This one A, and this one 110. This one 120. So here you can do like this. You see, these two are parallel. So I am drawing a parallel line through this point. Okay. So if I draw a parallel line through this point, it should parallel to this also. Why? Because this one is parallel to this one, and this line, I am saying this line, this line is parallel to this one. So if this one is parallel to this one and this one is parallel to this one, that means what? This one should be parallel to this one. If A is equal to B, B is equal to C, that means what? A should be equal to C. Like that, this is parallel to this and this one is parallel to this. So this one is parallel to this. That means the three lines are parallel. So here I said allied angle. Okay, allied angle means you can take C. Okay, I am taking C like this. If I take this C, this angle and this angle, if you add that two, that means if you add these two, it should be how much? 180, because sum of allied angle in a parallel line is equal to 180. Then tell me, if this one 110, this one should be how much? This one should be 70. Okay, I am erasing this. Here the total angle they have given 120. This one I have found 70. So this one should be how much? 50. Now if you come to this part, this one, these two are allied angles. These two pair are allied angles. If you add them two, it should be equal to 180. So just tell me, A plus 50 is equal to how much? 180. What is the reason? Allied angle, sum of allied angle in a parallel line is equal to 180. So A is equal to how much? A should be equal to 130. Just an easy stuff. You should think this. Okay. So if you draw this line, you can do it easily. So that is the main point in this question. Okay, let's come to the last question of part 1. They have given find the sum of the whole numbers which is between 101 and 149. So it's a good question. They are asking between 101 and 149. 20th question. They are asking between 101 and 149. That means what? You should add from 102 until 148. This range 102. Then they are asking like this: 102 plus 103 plus 104 plus like that. 148 is how much? So this one here, see. You need this all sum. That means here you should know they are asking the difference between 148 triangular number and 102nd triangular number. That's what they are asking. So I am finding, first of all, I am finding 148th triangular number. Okay, the general term of triangular numbers is what you have studied in grade 8, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So this is the general term for finding triangular numbers. So here the n is equal to 148. Then how can you find 148 into 149 divided by 2? So 148 divided by 2 is you get 72. So just I am writing 74. So 74 into 149. This one you should multiply and get the answer. Okay, let's come to 102nd triangular number. 102nd triangular number. So the equation is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So here n is 102. 102 into n plus 1, that means 103 divided by 2. So 51 into 103. So you should multiply these two. I am multiplying that. 149, 74, 7 into 9 into 4, 36, 4 into 4, 16, 16 plus 3, 19, 9, 1, 1 into 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 9 into 7, 63, 3, 6 is remaining, 4 into 7, 28, 28 plus 6, 34, 4, 3 is remaining, 1 into 7, 7 plus 3, 10, 6, 12, 2 0 1 1. So if you multiply this, you get 11026. If you multiply this, 51 into 103, 103 multiplied by 51, 3 into 1 3 0 1, 15 5 1 1 5. So 3 5 2 5. So the answer of this 5253. So they are asking the difference between these two. Okay, you should think this, think twice before seeing this. After seeing this video, try to think this. This is a very good question for you all. Okay, I think it's good for OSLs also. So a perfect question, you can see. So they are asking the difference between these two. So I am subtracting from this from this from this. So 11026, 5253, 6 minus 3 is 3, 2 12 7, here 9 7 10 5. So your answer is 5773. So I have discussed you part 1. So next video you can see the discussion of part 2. Thank you.
Science Academy, the science provider of the nation.